It is time.
Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. It's Daft Punk from their album Discovery 2001. One more time here on Galaxy Jams Reacts.
Yeah, and I remember the video for this being nutty too.
Yeah.
I love how they like have the envelope filter bringing this in.
Yeah.
That's your classic French touch right there.
Right.
Yeah.
One more time. One more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah. One more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, don't stop the dancing. One more time. You know I'm just feeling celebration tonight. Celebrate. Don't wait too late. No, we don't stop. You can't stop.
Doing like those Michael Jackson.
One more time. One more time. One more time. A celebration. You know we're gonna do it right.
It's really like how it seems like they just use the right amount of everything in this song. You know what I'm saying? They're very, very paying attention to exactly when things come in and things leave just to create that soundscape they're on.
Yeah, it just, when you look at really what's going on, there's not a lot going on, especially with like compared to the song that we just listened to.
Right.
And it also reminds me, I keep thinking of like Eiffel 65, like I'm Blue,
God, yeah.
because
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like another song that when it hit, it was everywhere, and then like so much was influenced by that song. And like I feel like I get the same kind of vibes from this song. And then you mentioned like I listen to a lot of future funk, which is essentially like slowed down, like sped up Japanese lounge music that's mixed with like French house, and it comes a lot from like what this is, right? And I don't know. It's just when I listen to this, it just seems so timeless, and it's been played over and over and over again. But I always try and listen to it with an ear of like when it came out and when it was like that hot new shit, and it just seems magic.
Yeah, yeah. And Jesse, you said something about it being like a hallmark of French, the envelope filter in the beginning.
Yeah, like I mean, the French touch is definitely like known for these like long, slow filters.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, they do that a lot in future funk too, where they like kind of like take like the top end off and just leave like the thumping low end for a second before like slamming it back in your face.
Was Blue also the same, like made as a French house, or was it a different genre altogether? Because it does sound really similar and it has the auto tune, but I didn't know if it was like, I don't know, part of the same craze.
Oh, I don't really know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I just remember when it came out and it was like everywhere, and then we didn't hear anything from them after that. I don't think.
Yeah, I think that I hope that they go on tour again. They keep like doing these weird things where they'll like post something on their social media and get everyone stoked, and then it'll just be like, we came out with like a new CD set or something that no one cares about, you know. So I really, really hope that they'll make a comeback, you know. And I feel like they influenced like everyone that's using any kind of electronic medium, you know, like the way that, you know, it wasn't like they were the first to do it, but they were probably like one of the biggest to like be on the scene that like did that type of music that they did.
Well, and then you had other people later on using Autotune as an instrument itself instead of an augmentation, like T-Pain and stuff.
Yeah,
made
T-Pain.
it like a hallmark of his actual sound. But I remember when people were absolutely hating on it in the beginning and saying that it was a crutch and as a singer, like I thought the same thing when I was younger, and then I realized people were just owning it. They were like, hey, this is a part of my sound now, and T-Pain's definitely one of them.
It's just another color in the paintbrush. I
Right,
mean,
right.
Lotus, you guys use like different samples of like people like singing and things like that in your music, as opposed to like live doing the performance, and that's just like another way of like having another tool in the toolbox, right?
Yeah, I mean, Autotune was obviously like very overused at certain times. I think that's probably what most people were reacting to, but it's it can be a really cool sound, especially when they're treating it this way, where it's just like really leaning into the hard quantizing. So anytime you do these like bends, you get these kind of like fast runs.
Yeah.
I remember watching something where T-Pain was like, "Oh, I can sing," because people were like saying stuff, and he went on and did a show. Wasn't it on one of those NPR Tiny Desk shows?
Yeah, he was.
And
on
he
that.
was like, didn't use it, and his voice is just
Blasted
phenomenal.
it.
He's like, "See, I can sound great without it. I don't need it, but that's why proving that I'm using it as a tool, instead of using it as a crutch."
He did a collaboration with Kurt Schneider on YouTube where he basically just mashed up all of his hits into like while he had somebody playing on a lounge piano in the back.
Yeah.
And it was T-Pain with no autotune, and his voice is amazing. And that was the first time I ever heard him without autotune. It was good.
Right, but it's one of those things that he chose to do to get that sound, which made him famous.
I think it almost sounds better when you use so much of it that it's like that's what you're trying to do, as opposed to just having a really, really light touch on it to like augment like any supposed voice, like making yourself sound better from it, as opposed to using it as a tool, right?
Yeah. Let's get back into it, Daft Punk, one more time.
Tonight, hey, just feeling. Music's got me feeling the need. Yeah. Come on, alright, we're gonna celebrate one more time. Celebrating.
I love the video.
It's just so animated.
Yeah, it's like alien anime.
Yeah.
Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance.
There it is.
One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free.
I mean, what else would you listen to during re-entry?
Right.
We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free.
That's not on the album.
Right. Yeah, I really thought that the music video was like so more well produced than I thought it would be. It was like really like a whole thing.
It's a whole film.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No.
Was that sampled from an existing anime, or did they get that commissioned for
Yeah,
that?
I think. Yeah, did
No,
they?
they did it all.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's really cool.
You know, like when you're making, like when you're that successful, you're like, let's just make like a full on. Because like a lot of bands struggle to just even make a really well produced like 5 to 7 minute music video, right? Let alone like a whole thing.
Definitely. Speaking of music videos, I've been liking what you guys are doing with the new album, with the new music video being kind of in the same area set up. I've really enjoyed watching those and listening to those tracks that you guys have put out.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
it's really good at delivering a promise of what's to come live, you know, because I think that like really when you see like what a band and like a brand is boiled down to is like what are you promising, right? Like are you promising a certain aesthetic or a certain sound or a certain group of people, right? And I think that your videos did a really, really good job of like, you know, showing like what the promise is going to be if you come and see Lotus live. This is what it's going to be like.
Nice.
It's also neat to see how you're making the music too. It's it's like you're using that modular synth and all the other synths and stuff, and playing bass and doing things in there. When did you start playing around with synthesizers more? Was there just a certain reason, a tipping point? You were just like, I'm gonna start doing this and putting this into the music.
Probably like with synths, maybe like 15 years ago or so, and then maybe like last like 10, like getting more into modular and like building up these like vintage synths and more things. But yeah, it's like definitely is a big part of writing and producing and recording, especially for our music. So yeah, just wanted to have the tools, and then yeah, it's like incorporating that live has been more of a project the last like 2 years.
Okay,
great. Do you have a synth that I know that everybody that is a synth player has like a ton of them normally, but do you have a synth that you tend to just keep going back to, whether that's live performance or writing?
Definitely the modular, which I think it's out of camera, but I have right over here. Yeah, I really like writing with it, and especially since now that I have it out on stage every night. If I write something using that, then it's pretty easy to get back to that sound. Where sometimes like some of these other ones, like the Juno or the Cat, I do love using in the studio, but sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to like replicate those sounds using other synths.
Speaking of the Cat, Octave Cat, is that how you say it, or is it Octave Cat?
Octave Cat.
Great. Octave Cat. It's actually like a really, really well fleshed out, great, project. I have one of your records, and so that's with you and Eli from Dopapod. So how does something like that go down? How do you, in both of your busy schedules, you find that you like each other as people, which turns into you actually write music together, which turns into you like actually make material, and then you decide to play it live? How does that work? And like, does it start with like you both talking, and then you send your like management teams to try and work out a schedule for both of you guys to be able to make time to do that? Or like, how does something like that go down?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like Lotus and Dopapod are our first priorities, so that it, like starts there. But yeah, if we have time off, I mean, we actually spend a lot of time working on Octave Cat studio stuff, and yeah, just slot in when we can. If me and Eli are both in town, and we try to schedule some days to get together and kind of chip away at the stuff over time. And yeah, if there's some time between tours, if it makes sense to put together a show, then we do. But yeah, it's like it's fun. It's definitely a fun project. It's like takes elements of both groups, but Octave Cat really pushes more into the jazz realm, especially in terms of like swing and what's going on with the harmony. So yeah, it's fun to explore that kind of stuff that we don't quite do the same of in Lotus or in Dopapod.
How did I get along with this person turn into I want to make music with this person? How did that happen?
I mean, actually, like I really kind of first met Eli sort of like had him over and was just kind of showing him some synths, and we just started recording a couple things, and really like some of the first few songs from our first record came out of those sessions. So I think we wrote maybe like 3 or 4 songs, and after we had them pretty well dialed in, that's when we got Charlie to do some drums on them, and yeah, it kind of just like developed naturally from there. We didn't really set out to do the project, but yeah, we just like liked making that stuff. So yeah, and that was I think 2016.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And even then, for only being like a 5, 6, 7-year-old band, you guys really, really have a lot of really good material. So thank you so much for sharing that other project with us and also for that insight.